What's up, my Sagittarians? Are you guys ready for the May TarotScope? Let's get going. Okay, Lord, what do you have for Sagittarians for May? What messages do the Sagittarians need to hear? Please give us clarity and understanding. Help guide us through the month of May, Lord. Sagittarians for May. What do you have for Sagittarians? What do we need to know? What do we need guidance on? Sagittarius for May. Spirit, Sagittarius for May. Okay, the deck that I'm using today is the 78 Tarot Mythical, Tarot of the Legendary. I love the folklore and story in this deck. They are so beautiful. I'm pretty sure you'll like them too. Okay, let's find your significator card. Okay, not in that one, so we'll try the next one. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, let's see what messages that Spirit has for us for the month of May. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, Lord. Our first card for Sagittarius is Judgment. The Morrigan is a war goddess who appears in Celtic and Irish mythology. She is a shapeshifter, and while she often appears as a beautiful woman, she is also portrayed as a hag or one of the ravens she favors. Her main role is as a seer, foretelling the doom and death of warriors in battle, but she is also associated with several other deities, and their identities merge from time to time. The judgmental nature of this goddess, calling to the souls of the dead, made her the ultimate depiction of judgment. Here we have the Judgment card by Kim-Ye Chan. The Morrigan wanders over a battlefield, her ravens behind her, foretelling the doom and death of the warriors below. Surveying the worthy, she also skews the outcome of the battle. Her fearsome reputation well known, scaring the warriors even as she calls their souls to her. Life is calling you to take a long, hard look at yourself. Be honest about what you have and haven't done, the mistakes you've made, but don't dwell on them so long that you become overly self-critical or use them as a sledgehammer to your ego. You can't change history, and you need to understand that no one is perfect, least of all you or me. But you can learn from your past, use it to become a better person, then move on. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. In Norse mythology, Frigg, also known by her English name of Frigga, was in effect the queen of the Norse pantheon, wife of Odin, the leader of the Aesir. She was the goddess of fertility and motherhood, and the most famous of legends involves her tales of her attempts to protect her son Balder, who dreamt of his own death. Frigg went around every living creature in the world and got them to promise that they would not harm her son. Unfortunately, she missed mistletoe, which did not seem important until an arrow made out of mistletoe was fired at him, pierced his heart, and killed him. Frigg's practicality and the way she managed to juggle tasks while making her family a big priority makes her the perfect Queen of Pentacles by Holly Morningstar. Frigg gazes up into the sky, but even now, at rest, the ever-practical, busy goddess is weaving ribbons through her hands as she contemplates her next task to complete. As signs of abundance, petals and a bunny bound around her. Versatility and practicality are needed right now. Don't get caught up in flights of fancy, making plans that will never come true. You have too much on your plate to get distracted like that. Play to your strengths. Find realistic ways to get the job done so you have the time to maintain balance in your home life and your self-care. The Queen of Pentacles can also represent a maternal, welcoming figure in your life. Warm and caring, this person manages to keep their temper and is unflappable regardless of the chaos around them. The Two of Wands. Pele is the Hawaiian goddess credited with the creation of the Hawaiian Islands. She is the goddess of fire, volcanoes, and lightning. Unsurprisingly, a passionate, powerful deity who demands respect. Pele is also the goddess of violence, and in several myths she is as destructive as she is creative. The woman who devours land is another of her names. Given the fiery nature of Pele and the duality of her nature, the constant decision-making between creation and destruction, she is an ideal depiction of this card. Here we have the Two of Wands by Deja Druid. Pele gazes wistfully at the island she wants to make her own. It is miles away, off in the ocean, while she is stuck within lava that continually spools around her. But she doesn't need to be stuck. Lava is flexible. She can bend it to her will and use it to drive her on, if she chooses. Make plans that will help you take your dreams and make them into a reality. You have a choice before you. Play it safe and stay within your comfort zone, or branch out to explore and discover new options before you. What will you decide? What could be waiting for you if you took a risk and struck out on your own? The Eight of Pentacles. Morgan Le Fay is a powerful sorceress within Arthurian legend, often referred to as the half-sister of Arthur himself. She was the apprentice and lover to Merlin, and for all she was Arthur's sister. She is the villain of the tale, a jealous, spiteful enemy and possibly the greatest adversary Arthur would ever face. She does relent in the end, however, and is one of the maidens who takes Arthur to Avalon after his death. Given that she was a talented witch, constantly attempting to build on her power, and that much of her reputation appears to have resulted from her femininity. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles by Megan Lynn. Alone in the forest, Morgan Le Fay tests what she has learned, away from the eyes of her teacher. This is her time to hone her skills, her chance to practice and push herself further, possibly push herself beyond even what Merlin has taught her. Getting the job done doesn't have to be a chore. It can be a thrill to put your hard-earned skills to use and provide for yourself by utilizing your knowledge and experience. To find new ways to achieve what you want, to test and challenge yourself, and to sit back once the tasks are complete, rewarded both in tangible terms and in the knowledge that you did it all for yourself without depending on anyone else. Temperance. In Greek mythology, centaurs were often portrayed as monstrous creatures, giving in to their bestial sides. But there were some who were able to rise above their primal instincts, able to interact with and nurture humans and other centaurs. The winged centaur is suggestive of her angelic, higher nature, her ability to calmly face any hostility or conflict that comes her way. Here we have the Temperance card by Simona Candini. Gently, carefully, a winged centaurette captures the essence of the rainbow, balancing emotions perfectly, while keeping the differences between the colors. She pours it between two goblets, all the while mindful of the gentle sky creatures around her. This is a time for moderation and control, for appreciating the differences between those around you and for finding common ground despite or even because of them. Try to be respectful and diplomatic in all of your interactions, ensuring that you hear and truly listen to both sides of any argument before making any choices. You don't need to make a splash or alienate people just to prove yourself right. Try harmony instead. King of Swords. In Maori mythology, Ranganu and Papatanuku are the primordial forces of creation, literally Father Sky and Mother Earth, separated by their children who forced them apart so that they might dwell in the light, with their father above them whilst they lived nurtured by their mother. Being forced to live separated from each other causes the gods great anguish. Unable to live with what his siblings have done to their parents, Tiamat, the god of storms, makes war upon his brothers and destroys them until he battles his brother Tu, whom he cannot overcome. Eventually, the two of them come together, and Tu, who represents humanity, eats the remaining children of Father Sky and Mother Earth, finally bringing peace. Here we have The King of Swords by Frank Fradella. Ragni stands on a rocky outcrop, his son Tiamat's lightning fueling him. He is able to be on ground for now. He could use this power to harm the children who sent him to the sky, but he doesn't. Instead, he relishes the time he can be with his wife. Let your head take charge over your heart. Don't rush in reacting to instinct or passion, but instead consider your options carefully. Take advice, do your research, and weigh up the consequences. Then make a choice, confident that you have done all you need and that you're sure you are making an informed decision based on facts and facts alone. King of Swords can represent an analytical, logical person in your life or one arriving soon. They are honest and fair, constantly demanding and giving the best. And Page of Wands. And Spirit was saying that this month's focus is on challenges, conflicts, battles, possibly even legal matters. Okay. In Arthurian legend, Merlin was a powerful wizard and shapeshifter, advisor and friend to King Arthur himself. He was multi-talented, with tales also referring to his skills as a bard and tutor, as well as confidant and magician. His fame, or infamy, starts with stories of him as a young wizard aiding King Vortigern in the building of a temple and foretelling his defeat at the hands of Uther Pendragon, father to Arthur, whom Merlin then allied himself with. The power, passion, and wide-reaching skills and abilities make him an energetic illustration of this card. Here we have the Page of Wands by Marlon Tunisian. Full of energy, youthfulness, and enthusiasm, Merlin is journeying to find new challenges and tests for his skill. He is talented, he knows, but just how far could he go? Magic swirling around him as pure power, he is eager to find out. Keep your eyes open for new opportunities and challenges, for that flash of inspiration that teases your creative spirit and makes you restless to begin a fun new project. Creative, different, and unusual, you are sure that it will spur you on, allow you to be your true self, and keep you busy in the process. The Page of Wands can also be a person around you, someone full of enthusiasm for everything, passionate but sometimes immature, running before they can walk. Someone who wants you to indulge your more adventurous side, encouraging you to throw caution to the wind. Well, my Sagittarius, I do see some challenges and conflicts here. Looks to me like you've got an idea running around in your head that you really want to get to going, but there's going to be people who are judging you, possibly even using your past against you, doing things to try to hold you back. You know what? Fuck those people, okay? Just keep yourself busy. You've got everything it takes to succeed. Keep yourself and your emotions in check and shake them off. Don't even give them any type of energy of yours. Don't even think about them. They're nothing to you. If anything, they're jealous of you. They're jealous of your creativeness, of your ability to make something out of nothing and it just take off and bloom and just explode into the world. That's why they're being shisty. Exactly what they are. They're messy. Okay? So don't even pay them no mind. They don't even matter. Keep yourself busy. You've got, like I said, you know your shit. You know how to make things work. You've got this. If something ain't quite working right, rearrange it a little bit. Bend it to do what you want it to do. But stay calm and keep doing your thing. You got this. I really hope that today's message has resonated with you and will help guide you during the month of May 2019. If you would like a more detailed reading, please go to my website at www.conjureknits.com and click on the link at the top that says Readings. I hope you all have a wonderful and most beautiful May. Love you bunches!